Hey lads, how are you? Whoever's watching, missed it. Watching it after, g'day. Or whoever missed my last one. I'll have a few cans in and head off. Yeah, Terrence. Good to see, mate. Cronish, good to see it. I done a short stream last night. Marcy's might have missed it.
G'day, g'day.
Cheers, Terrence. G'day. What do you got there?
Just chopped up. Mark, you know Mark suck a turd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted a video of like this, what I just chopped up, and he commented, he's like, oh, that looks nice, Tassie, what do you reckon it is? And I commented, it smells like great white shark. But now, I kind of changed my mind, and it kind of smells a little bit more like white widow. Have you smelled either of them?
Nah, not.
No.
To be honest.
GWS smells nice. But this smells a little bit more, like they both smell a little bit similar, but one smells quite different, but this one, it might be, I reckon they're all the same weed, but like, because they all look the same, because I made a couple of videos of the same stuff, but this one smells a little bit different to the other nugs.
Oh,
It smells
yeah.
more widowy. But it's all the same, so I don't understand, so who knows.
One sec, bro. I'm just gonna get my lighter.
All good. I've only ever had Great White Shark from Autos, but I've had Widow from Photo Period. So nothing wrong with Autos.
So what was that? Oh shit.
No, I was just talking to chat. It's all good. G'day, Fairgrow. G'day. How you going? I was binge watching some of your videos this morning.
Oh, dude. That's good, too.
The Shiva looks nice on that. You had like the medical on that paper. I reckon that one looked the best out of all of them.
Yeah, had it like, considering that's like the high grade street, it had the most like what's that, like aromatic, and just the profile of the terpenes was really just powerful. So
I've never had Shiva down in Tassie, but I've had it on the mainland, and it's like one of my favorite strains. So it's pretty nice. Isn't White Widow something to do with? There's like a Kush strain that? Oh shit, my phone fell.
Oh yeah.
There's some. G'day, gear changer. How you going?
Yo, bro.
The gear changer is here.
What are we
Very
talking
nice.
about? White Rhino?
White Widow.
White Widow.
The lineage. Oh, Gday Wombat.
Oh, nice, bro. Hope
How's it going, bud?
He's due home
His
soon.
birthday the other day, I think it was.
All right.
I didn't know they had a prison in Kempsey, Wombats.
Yeah.
They got one in Grafton. CSL. I'm trying to get off the cigarettes, and I'm smoking cookies and cream straight.
That's good. That's the way. That's the way, gear changer.
It's
straight
hard,
green all the way.
Yeah.
No, it gets easier the longer you, like, it'll be easy after a month. Trust me.
Yeah, it's withdrawal. It's just that nicotine addiction. I'll put spin in mine, and I need a bit of nic, because if I smoke green, that nicotine hit isn't there, and it's just not the same at all.
I know what you mean. Gear Changer and I both have bowls.
Yeah,
Ceramic
same
bowls.
bowls. I got
Similar
this bamboo
ones.
one.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a silver one.
I don't want to spill
Only
a
just got this
motherfucker.
one. Nice.
Well, that's why I've got this. I've got this. Windproof. Spill proof.
Good, eh? That's a good idea.
Well,
Heavy, bro. Nobody's ever shown me that before. Like, get a bag,
Well,
get all
like-
glad bag, man. That's good.
I can't
I
remember,
understand that.
something happened. I think I dropped a ton of keef, and then it made me think of that. Like I lost a shit ton of keef into something. So
Oh, it's been
you,
there 10, 15
you
years.
live and you
all that.
learn. Wow,
Damn,
that's pretty long.
Must
that's
be getting out
Australia
soon,
for
eh?
you. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
At least you got to be in there.
G'day, Hunter
Yeah.
Skunk. This cone's for you, Hunter Skunk. Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, I'll have one for you too, Hunter Skunk. You'll be smashed
Very
by the time
nice.
we get off it.
Wombat. This one's for Wombat's brother, bro. Fucking big
Yeah.
up.
Oh, Wombat's brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
well,
sitting there for that long, bro. A decade and a half.
Fucking
You
hell.
know, imagine your lifestyle, bro. Anyway, big up. I'm serious.
Yeah, poor Wombat's brother. GG. Nice.
this pipe, it takes a fair bit to fucking put it in there,
Yeah.
and when you fill it up, well, I don't fill it up. I just fucking pack it in lightly, and there's about 4 cones in that pipe,
Yeah.
and you just don't realise until you fucking start smoking it, and all of a sudden, whoa.
Exactly.
That's the old school tobacco pipe too.
Yeah, and I got a motherfucker here, but that thing there takes about it takes about fucking 2 grams to fucking fill that bastard up.
Far out.
What was the go with people that smoke tobacco like that back in the day? Like, is it like to roll your own tobacco or completely different?
Pipe tobacco was different. It was really
It's more of a leaf, eh? And it's chopped up less. I have seen it once. Pipe tobacco.
Wasn't some people they would use pipe tobacco like a cigar? You know how you only taste it, you don't actually inhale. Was that the case?
Yeah.
In some places, sometimes they do inhale pipe tobacco, but sometimes they had the flavor. It's interesting.
Good pipe.
That looks nice, Saya. Hold it up again. Hold it up again,
Like that, yeah.
if you can.
I just fucking put it away.
What's that called,
Very
Zaya?
nice.
Nah, just bag side. Just
Does
just what I bought from dealer.
it smell nice?
Yeah, it's got a good smell to it.
What do you
Yeah.
get? What do you get up there for what you pay?
100 for 7 grams. That's what
That's not too bad. That's average though.
That's insane, eh?
Around Christmas prices. Which is
That's what it is
Yeah,
all
fuck
time.
that,
eh?
Well, you
I was
wait till you
watching
try
something
what
yesterday.
you both wait till you
They've
try
already
what
got
you've
it.
been sent. You should have it on fucking. It should be there Monday or Tuesday.
that's what I was about to
Yeah,
say,
I'm
Monday,
up.
Tuesday.
Like I told
work
Zaya the
tonight.
other day, when I went to the post office,
Come back.
it got the 2 stickers for the tracking number, and they
Yeah.
stuck it on the fucking on over the top of the thing. So I don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
I got 2 tracking
Fair enough.
numbers. I can give you both of them, but I don't know which one's going to who. One's going to you, or one's going to him.
That's all good. I'll just wait for one for
Check
Yeah, yeah. It's going. One's
that. If it
going to
doesn't
west,
pop up,
west,
then we'll
west,
check it.
west 2, and the other one's going down to the Oxley's Road.
Very snazzy.
And if Fairground, I
Really
don't know what
covert too. Very covert operation.
Well, mate, it's
just diving. Yeah, just pulling your leg, bro. Every time it's like that. That's cheap.
they worry about the international mail, mate, not the domestic. So that's
Exactly.
that's why it's good.
Yeah, true that. Even the planes, eh?
Yeah.
On the 100 quarter
Stop the
thing, like
paper
I was saying,
face
it's
pages,
average.
man.
Like it just trips me out. I was watching like this fella LMC. I don't know if he's very popular or whatever, but he's I think he's American or Canadian. And then
LST.
LMC.
Oh,
And
LMC.
it's like basically, yeah, the prices over there talking, what was it, all under $1,000 for an elbow.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could fucking. Mate, I just bought a pound of bloody that cookies and cream, and it was over $3,000.
Yeah, wow. Damn.
But
32?
it's 35. It was.
Yeah.
And I got some
paid off
white rhino coming.
Oh, nice.
Truck drivers driving past my way tomorrow. It's already been paid for. He's just going to fucking chuck it out the window to me up about 5 minutes from home on the highway. He drives past all the time, and yeah, he'll pull up. He won't just chuck it out the window. But,
Yeah, no, of course.
And
no, I thought you'd be ready to catch it.
I said it the other day, and it's big bud, and it's full of fucking crystal.
Yeah, that's the way.
What you want, mate. That's what you want.
So I'm gonna keep half of that for fucking gear for when he goes travelling.
Yeah, exactly.
I might be out of it by the time I get to Tasmania, but
No, that's all good. Tasmania is going to be lovely that time of year if you
Are you
come
planning
around.
that? Are you planning to take the car down to Tassie?
Oh, fucking oath I am. Car in the caravan.
Nice.
My missus I've never been there. My missus went there once by herself. She went on a holiday by herself and she loved it. But we're not going to go in the cold time. We're going to go in the warm season.
Yeah. Winter's my favourite time of year, though.
Is it?
Yeah, you bet.
What is the difference like Tassie? I'm just thinking it's constantly pretty much always cold.
Well, I was talking to my sister this morning about it, and she was saying that pretty much autumn and spring are just as cold as winter, but winter is real winter. Like, it's actual, like, frozen, like, frosty mornings, like, 0 degrees, -2 degrees nights.
Fuck that, I'm staying up north.
But then summer is super hot. So it's like, realistically, you've got 9 months of cold, but only 3 months of actually proper winter, and 3 months of hot. So it's really polarized, and then it'll be sunny for like 1 day, and then it'll be pissing down raining for 2 days, and then it'll be hot for the next 2 days. So it's like, people always have a go at Tassie saying it's got bipolar weather, but like, it's good weather, it's not that bad. But yeah. Summer's more consistent, but like, yeah.
Guys, that was good.
Very nice.
Where are you from? So you're not originally from Tassie?
No, I used to live in West Australia.
Yeah. True. In Perth?
It's so hot there. It's like, so like I used to live there, and then I went back 5 years later, and everything was sun bleached. Like,
Dry.
like that's how harsh, like the harsh the UV is, and like how harsh the sun is. Like the UV is harsh in Tassie, but most of the time it's too cold to be, too hot. So it's interesting. The mainland's a whole different ballpark. West Australia is legit like a desert, and Tassie's like a tropical island. I wouldn't say it's a tropical island. I would say it's like an almost cold rainforest, something like that.
So lush though, like New Zealand.
Yeah, legit. Oh, I reckon it's more lush than New Zealand. Fuck New Zealand.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with New Zealand. Nothing wrong with New Zealand.
It probably is because it's lower and it's smaller.
Tassie's better than New Zealand.
You just open a bag of worms by saying fucking New Zealand.
No, Tassie's better than New Zealand. That's all I gotta say. People always say, "Oh, New Zealand, the scenery. Oh, they filmed. What did they film? They filmed Lord of the Rings. Yeah, cool. It's good. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying
they film
Tasmania's just as good. Right? Exactly. Oh wow, really? Damn.
Yeah.
That's unique.
I got a couple of
Very
friends that were
nice.
extras. A few people tried out. A couple made it.
G'day, Wally. Good morning.
Good morning, Wally Fish.
It's fucking strong. Oh, fuck.
You bet.
It's because it's got
After
no
a-
tobacco. It's got no tobacco in it. See?
I was gonna say after a month you'll get used to it. Legit, it'll only take a month. You just gotta stick to it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
better
I'm
than
trying my
spinning a mix. Yeah.
best.
It's a whole different vibe though.
beside it. Yeah, I got one sitting beside it, but I don't want to put the bastard in there.
Yeah. It's a whole different vibe. Like, because when you smoke
Yeah.
nicotine with the weed, it's sort of, you just think you're adding a stimulant. Nicotine's a stimulant,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're sort of, you're not mellowing it out. It's just something else
No.
to add into it. There's nothing
It's
wrong
in
with
your
it. There's
receptors pick it up.
exactly.
And that's
rush,
what you that's what you
instant rush.
crave for.
Yeah.
Is you don't crave for weed, you crave for tobacco.
Yeah.
That's right. But because obviously, probably the nicotine kicks in so quick too, and I reckon the THC takes time to, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Nicotine
Sure.
does kick in way faster. But you also got to remember that when you smoke tobacco, it does put holes in your brain, and it makes a sort of neurological pathway. Like you said, you get addicted to the nicotine more than the weed, and then it gets to the point where pulling cones. That's the thing that. So it's like, it's almost
Yeah.
as if not pulling. Like if you take bongs out of it and you still smoke weed, you feel like something's missing because it's that feeling of sinking a cone with the nicotine. That's like super satisfying. When you pull a cone with a spin mix, it's so much different to pulling a straight green cone. So I know what you guys mean. It's very different.
Absolutely, yeah.
But pros and cons, helps it burn smoother. There's a lot of pros and cons.
Habitual
Yeah.
ritual, absolutely. That, I mean, not to get off to a
Habitual
crazy
ritual.
That's true, man. But like the people who are doing,
Oh,
you know, on the extensive side of drugs and things,
you
doing
got any?
IV,
You want some?
that's the same
Yeah, I got
thing.
money.
They get used to that whole process of doing
Yeah,
the IV.
yeah.
It might even be about the substance being there. They could even just have the thing empty, full of like water, nothing, and it's kind of, some people get to that extent where it's just that the whole process.
That's terrible though.
Oh, absolutely. Same sort of thing you were saying though, with having the
Yeah,
Lily.
does that help you out?
Well, I'd roll it up, even though it's spun. I'm still satisfied because it's tobacco.
I don't want any. I'm gonna
But there's
do what I
also
got
heaps
to
of
tomorrow.
what's it called? Health studies that exist about that what tobacco actually does to your brain. Like you always see these Australian ads, how they have like all this like visual imagery. Like there's so much tobacco information that exists out there about the health consequences.
His
It's
phone might
like,
be out of order. I don't know.
yeah.
We might have to go for a drive up.
But even so, it's still like the community uses it regardless, and it's just interesting that New Zealand's going to ban cigarettes completely, and Australia by 2030 is going to ban cigarette sales. So eventually the community, what's going to happen? Because at the end of the day, people grow their own tobacco. Like we had a bloke come on, I think, I can't remember the bloke's name. I think Gear Changer might remember the kid. This bloke came up and he was growing his own tobacco plants. Do you remember that, Gear Changer? And he's growing it for his spin mix. But the thing is, growing tobacco plants is very, very. The penalties are so harsh.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
you get locked up for growing tobacco more than you get locked up for growing weed. It's because there's no GST and no tax being taken on it.
So what's going to
happen? As he was just saying, like, as he's saying, we got all these studies going on about stop people smoking, but then even here in the community is taking to that info. But then you go over to Europe and the Americas, and it's still really fashionable, really predominant, and in Asia, it's absolutely hugely predominant to be smoking. Its prices are so low. So I'm wondering, is that information kind of swayed or biased? Who's doing that research? Because it could be here, which way you either or that way, because.
Well, in Australia, we allow so many more things to be added to the tobacco and to cigarettes and this and that. Like, there's so much more into it than just like, as opposed to, I can't speak for like the Chinese cigarettes, but you always see it on border security. They're importing their own cigarettes here because the GST they pay to import it is too much, as opposed to when they buy it there and bring it back. So I reckon
And
they might be getting
France, all over France,
exactly.
all over Europe.
They might be getting more pure. They might not have any shit because like here's the thing, right? Everybody always says, "Oh, Asian countries like China, they have a higher smoking rate but lower cancers." Well, maybe the reasoning is because we have a whole bunch more chemicals that we add into our tobacco. Because the big tobacco industry in Australia, and they have been, allowed to do that.
There's a lot
Could
of
you
chemicals
imagine
health
how
effects.
much money the government would
We say
actually
that?
make out of just
That
selling
filter you're
weed?
smoking through, that's got like 2,000 chemicals just in that.
If the government, if
You're
they
100%
just
right,
sold
Gear
weed,
Changer.
yeah,
Exactly.
they'd make more money than and it'd cut the illegal fucking side of it out, and it'd be cheaper, and they could
Exactly.
make money out of it too with people like myself just going along and buying something.
Yeah.
Every
We're
year,
saying that the amount of
twice a
money they're
year,
getting from
cigarette tax and
not once a
alcohol
year, it's every
tax.
6 months, bro.
Yeah, twice a
10%.
year. Twice a
Yeah. Oh,
year,
you say twice a
cigarettes
year.
and alcohol
Yeah.
tax go up.
Yeah, bro. 10%.
Heaps of people
Crazy.
are making their own home brews now. Like a couple of my neighbors have hops growing, so it's interesting.
I've got a mate
all
up the
should
road
be-
that's got some stuff that's like about 84% proof.
Yeah.
I think they
And
are even making because the prices that's going with the medicinal at the moment, and it's been 7 years. It's probably just not really told because it's like really they're not private, just like
Sunshine
it's not
said it
public
well.
knowledge yet, but it's like they must be making millions and millions of dollars off it already.
Well, here's the
Right.
thing, Fair Grow.
Okay.
The reasoning behind what's called vaping nicotine was banned, and they made it that you had to have a prescription from a doctor to get a nicotine vape juice, rather than the government actually taxing the vape juice of nicotine, because the government has
Yeah, Rambo.
hardware sales, like they have everything's regulated for hardware sales. Plain vape juice, just nicotine juice isn't. You can only import it from an international supplier. So what ended up happening was the tobacco industry, they were lobbying against
yeah, they
certain
fucking pay
things.
big money to shut them up, shut
They
them down.
they had their own thing called IQOS. It's called I Quit Original Smoking, and it's a tobacco refillable vape that you put tobacco in the vape and you inhale it. And obviously no one's going to fucking do that in comparison to vapes, because like this is the tobacco industry trying to kill the vape industry, and they've lobbied against it and made some influence in laws in Australia. However, in doing so, I know so many people that now sell not in Tasmania, only a few people in Tasmania, but mainly in the mainland, they get away with selling nicotine vape juice, like full on, like just as if it was anything else, like cannabis
I've
or
got a
whatever.
mate that does that, and he's got 5 litre containers of pure nicotine.
Exactly, because
He's
people
got it, and
literally
he just makes
imported it.
he got it before they
Exactly.
stopped it all, and he's
So
got
many
about
people did that.
60 different flavors.
Good on them though, legit.
But
G'day, Wally.
G'day, Wally.
Morning, everyone.
It's smart though. How smart is that, Gear Changer? But at the end of the day, it just comes down to the fact that the government will do whatever they can to stop people from doing certain things because they want them to buy it through the government. At the end of the day, people are going to find a way around it, because like
Hey,
people
Mr.
do that
Prime
for everything.
Minister,
People do
how
that
much for a pound?
You know what? ScoMo should have his own. He should have his own strain, but he should only sell the keef or the hash. But you can't get the weed. You can't get the seeds. You can only get the keef. So the Prime Minister's keef. That would be
Listen to
fucking
this.
cool.
See if you can hear this noise.
So, vape juice.
Hang on.
It's a bit early for that shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Hey, it's Sunday. It's after 10 o'clock. What the fuck's wrong?
Yeah,
Well.
it's Sunday. I'll do a little Sunday.
Terence, I like listening to you, Terence. You definitely do some reading.
I'm doing good. How are you, Wally?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I like
He
listening.
he only just got out of bed. He went to
Yeah.
bed at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
You
knows
must
what
have
he's
been
talking about
partying.
when he called him.
Well, I was looking for you on Spike this morning, Gear Changer. But
I
you
was
weren't
on there. I was
know
on
you
there,
were.
and then I felt I had sex and travel and come over to fucking Zaya's channel.
Yeah, I know. I was too, and I thought, no, I'm gonna go visit Zaya.
Yeah, I had more fun. Well, at least you can fucking talk here. You can't talk on Spike. You got to fucking just punch in words.
Yep, I know. Good to see you.
Small blocks out there watching it,
Hey,
but
Fatty bro. How are you, bro?
True.
And everybody on the chat, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. Peace, everybody. How are you, Zaya?
Fillmore. Yeah, good, mate.
That's the way. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with your knowledge, Terence.
Yeah,
On
definitely.
different
Cheers.
topics, man. I enjoy
I used to
listening
vape.
to you.
I used to vape for like years back in the day.
I used to vape.
Legit.
That's the reason why I took smoke.
As soon
I've
as the
not actually
government
seen it. I did do a
announced that they were
Wildcast
gonna,
with Terrence.
as soon as the government announced they were gonna, what's it called?
I tried to vape without
What's that?
I tried vaping to give the cigarettes away a couple of years ago, and it never worked for me.
That's
It just
why I
didn't
vape.
work.
It's a different feeling. It's completely different. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Depending on
Yeah.
whether it's nicotine salts or free base nicotine.
Yeah, well, Terence explained all those chemicals that were in the cigarettes that we were actually addicted to, not the actual nicotine.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Saltpeter is one of the biggest fucking nicotines that they used to put into it back in the old days.
Oh, right, yep.
Saltpeter, and
But,
it's
You're right about the government, Terence. It's all because they're missing out on all the profits that they normally get through the tobacco industry. And that's what they're.
At the same time, they disguise it under stopping kids from getting it. That's like legit the thing, because they passed all these laws when America had that big problem about kids getting vaping jewels, and this was all like the government was like, oh, we're doing it to save the kids, but the problem is they put it in the hands of people that have direct access to the kids, because the vapes are now in the schools. Like kids who are in grade 8, they vape. Like, here's, just think, right? Back in the day, when you had only cigarettes, you could only access nicotine through cigarettes. You could only have certain time and places you could go, have a smoke at school. Now, kids can fucking duck off to the toilet, vape shit ton of nicotine, and it has a severe consequence on their spinal discs. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
So, the health consequences of vaping a joule, there's 50 milligrams in one milliliter. So it's supposed to be 100 cigarettes in a joule. So
yeah, makes sense.
it's just,
yeah, man.
yeah.
Thanks. I like listening to you. Cool, man. That's awesome.
No worries.
My best mate Brendan, the one that lives in Darwin, he actually worked for a tobacco company in Sydney, and he found out all that. They're eventually going to bring it in. It's going to be illegal eventually. But that's why he left the company, because he waited for his 10-year payout, got his fucking long service, and then he left. So, but he told me that the government's going to ban it eventually down the track, one day.
Yeah. As soon as they announced that they were making it so that you could only get vape juice with nicotine from a prescription from somewhere like that, I just quit. I was like, fuck this, I can't be bothered. There's no big deal about it.
I've got about
well, it's willpower.
I've got about
the
that
willpower's the fucking thing.
Nicotine left in my bottle, in my 200 ml bottle, and then once that's gone, I won't be bothered buying it anymore for this. I'll stop.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just a tool to get off.
I've still got my vape and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the vapes are cool though. Like, I think they're pretty snazzy.
Hey,
oh, hang on, PTPs.
Look who's in the house. I love growing
that weed you smoke on Wally's are doing the job every day.
The reason why I'm tired is because of her. I was on her chat this morning, like on her live stream this morning, watching.
Is that weed you smoke on Wally's? Is that doing the job every day?
Yeah, it put me to sleep, man. Thank you.
That's good.
Very nice.
It's actually a nice smoke, to tell you the truth.
Was that the Mango Tango?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Is that all you got left?
There's a bud in here I'm saving. Yeah.
What are you saving it for?
What are you saving it for?
It's so beautiful.
Gear Changer, you're hilarious. You're hilarious.
It's so beautiful to look at.
Give me a look at the best one you got.
Hang on, I'm dropping shit all on my computer.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
It's rock solid. Like it do damage on my head if I smack too hard.
Damn.
Oh, don't look.
I got to wait a couple of weeks for that stuff to
Don't worry, Wally. It's all good. It's all good.
Put some away, Wally. Put some away for after Christmas, please.
There we
Because
go.
I mightn't be able to get hold of that stuff again till after Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's giving it all out and he's looking for it.
I promise.
I got none of that left. I'd love some of that.
I promise Mark a bud too. You better hurry up and come and get it because it's going to be gone soon.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll just have to.
No. Before you say that, I know there's a bud here for you.
Put it away to. It's not that I just don't know if I'll get it before Santa turns up. And
yeah, I know. It's all good.
If small block goes in the next 2 weeks, pal, we'll be out of here in the day after.
Yeah, I know. Cool. You going to send that white rhino up tomorrow?
I haven't got. I've got to wait for the delivery man to come back and past. I'm biting my fingernails now.
I know. Cool. All right. It's just that I like white rhino. I had it a few years ago. It's nice.
Did you? Oh, I haven't seen. I've only seen a little small bud like that, and it was full of fucking crystal.
Yeah, that's why I want it because that's what I remember too. It's a strain I want to do when it comes to pressing one day down the track. Yeah. Yep. So how is
this cookies and cream's nice.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Cheers.
Kids well?
Yeah, they're all I'm good.
Hey, g'day, Hook.
PTP.
Hook's in the house, and hey, PTP.
G'day, PTP.
Hey, he's
going?
having a hair bear day.
Fuck,
No, it looks good.
We can't hear you, PTP.
I wish we just wish, Wally. We just wish.
No. Can me and Gear borrow some?
Just a bit off the sides.
How are you, brother?
Classic.
We're talking about his hair. His hair he doesn't get press. Leave my hair alone. It's like,
No,
I've got fucking hair, Wally. At least I've got fucking hair.
Let's get this stupid phone symbol with my volume and the volume won't go up. What the fuck does that mean?
That's weird. Is that because the headphones are plugged?
We can hear you though.
Hey, look who's in the house. Hey.
Who is this?
I love growing marijuana. What are you doing, Granny? Can you hear us, Granny?
PTP.
It was beautiful and sunny there before, and now it looks like it's coming into late in the afternoon. What are you doing, Hook?
I'll be back when I can work this shit out.
All good.
Hey, Cody.
Guess what? My quail literally flew 25 meters today. It's hilarious. She's a good flyer.
G'day,
Is that the sign that you put on the back of the geriatric wagon?
Fucking oath, mate. 50 fucking foot. 50 foot. 50 point fucking and 50 feet and 7 inches, I think it is. From fucking back of the caravan to the front of the bull bar on the car.
That's long. Yeah. Miss, I can't say that name properly. Miss Seth. G'day, Miss.
Myself.
Myself.
Oh, g'day,
Sorry.
myself. I haven't seen you for a while.
Apologies, myself. G'day.
Myself. Is that another Aussie?
Yeah, Mezzel's Aussie.
Yeah.
He's been on Hook's stream before.
Yeah,
He's
I
been
just-
on
I
the stream
just-
before.
G'day, mate.
I just find it hard to pronounce it. Myself. Okay. All right. Well, first one for the day. Morning, everyone.
How's your grow been going, myself? Has it been going snazzy? Cheers, Wally. Bong on.
The old tomato sauce bottle, eh?
Exactly. Very nice. Gear change, you got to sign it.
I just been using these ones in fucking throwaways, but I'd rather use my pipe.
Yeah, that's a John Wayne thing, isn't it? Oh no, he didn't smoke. What am I talking about? No. Oh, that's all right. John Wayne did smoke, didn't he? Isn't that what killed him? Cancer.
It's all about the capacity to pull the bong. I can pull the pipe fucking real easy. But
Yeah, I can
We can hear you now.
That's
Yeah.
better.
hear you.
We can hear you.
G'day,
shut the
g'day.
fuck up.
Hey,
Looks
fuck
like
you,
How are you,
dude.
PT?
Sun
Not
Hey?
bad, mate.
change. PTP.
Sunshines.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Sunshine.
Hey, mate.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
Good stuff.
Makes
a
you
warm
want
day
to
outside here.
dance and
Yeah.
beat. Fucking loving it, mate. Loving it. So who the fuck's on here anyway? Hey,
Granny,
well,
can you hear us?
yeah. Hey, Bert.
Here's to you, boys.
Just filling up my juice.
Want you to know just if you can. No.
How's Queensland?
Know where I stand.
G'day, sunshine.
Great song. Oh, Tassie, how are you, mate? You
Doing
camera
snazzy.
broken, bro.
No, it's just filling up juice.
And we got Sunshine in the corner.
Filling up on snacks.
Exactly.
Filling up on all those.
Who's on the
preservatives
screen
and
with no
fucking
person?
chemicals. That's
Oof.
Who's walking through
that's
their
I
house?
love growing marijuana. What are you doing, Granny? We can see
Hey,
you.
Cannabis.
Can't hear you. You got your mute on?
And the man's Aya. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. So,
Good to see you.
Yeah,
dropping
not
in.
bad.
That's awesome.
You got one of them, haven't you?
which one's that?
Oh, cool. Quail.
New Wave Picasso.
Ah, yeah. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
My grandfather used to breed quails and birds and all that shit.
Not as
Cheeky little thing.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Just get the
Yeah,
Tassie
lovely.
devil.
Wrong button. Goddamn button.
What are you doing, Hook? G-Buds.
Oop. Get up here, mate. Fucking hell.
Did you
Stop
say that
pretending you're
stream
doing shit.
called?
Get the fuck up here.
Is that
Show us your
stream
garden.
He's been out with his
Picasso?
mummy yesterday. He's been out with his mummy yesterday pulling cones.
Blue cheese.
You reckon
Show
you
us
know
your
that one?
outlaw.
So,
He was
what
showing
that
the outlaw
Sunshine?
the other day. It looked nice.
Was you saying something,
Ooh.
Sunshine?
Huh?
Was you saying something?
I just was the
Very
strain
nice.
called Blue Wave Picasso. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, you'd have to ask PTP, but where'd he go?
You don't remember, Zay?
I want the
What
details.
about
Yeah,
that
that's
one,
the
mate? What
strain.
about that one?
What is
Cherry Noir. Coffee.
Hey, Wally, what did you buy the kids for Christmas?
Blueberry.
Do you think I?
No,
Do you think
Oh,
I
that's the
can,
blueberry.
pretty cool.
Nice.
Pretty cool gorilla.
do
Oh,
you
yeah,
think
that's
I'm
right.
allowed to walk
Finally
into
making a
Kmart
move.
right now? No, I'm not allowed.
You're not allowed to what?
I'm not allowed to shop,
I
and
don't know
maybe
what
the
that was.
15th. Maybe on the 15th I'll be able to go into shops, and I'll do my Christmas shopping. 3 more days.
Why
Ah,
can't you
that's
do
right,
it?
yeah.
3 more days. I'm a criminal
Why?
until then.
Why?
Yeah. But I just wanted to see what you were going to, with that
so
little
what?
parcel
Get
for
a
the
fake
kids, I wanted
pass.
to see what you were going to buy for them for Christmas.
I don't know yet. I buy them.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
Just copy and
somewhere
paste
else
your
to
name
live.
onto someone's pass.
I'm uncrap vaxxed, so they won't let me in the shops around here. They're mean. They're mean and nasty.
Yeah, same. I'm unvaxxed. Can't go to fucking Bunnings.
they're discriminating.
There was a
against
loophole.
me.
Wasn't there a loophole where if you ordered from Click and Collect, you can go? Because someone had that with Big W. They couldn't enter in New South Wales. Or
I couldn't
something
even
like
go
that.
in and collect.
But you can order on the net and go pick it up from the counter.
Nah, I couldn't even get into the counter. Like
Exactly.
Brendan ordered shit from Norfolk Island for me to.
Oh, real?
Because they wanted like $200 postage to Norfolk Island, but then it was only $25 for me to send it to him. So he ordered it. I went and picked it up, and the cunts wouldn't let me in the front door. So I had to ring my poor old mum and say, "Mum, can you go get that shit for me for Brendan?" And fucking it was a pain in the ass. But I was told yesterday that apparently it's going to change on the 15th. But I said to the person who told me that, I said, "I'll believe it when it happens." So, and I've got a medical certificate too, and I'm
I don't know about that, mate.
carrying that around with me everywhere. I'm not carrying it with me every fucking week doing that shit. I don't.
If you have medical exemption, then it shouldn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not playing that game, man.
Everyone else who doesn't have one, I don't know how that's going to go. But people are they're trying to extend it past the 15th.
Yeah, we'll see.
So,
Cheers from California, gentlemen.
Yeah, about time you turned your microphone on.
Oh, good.
It's
Bong
been
on
a
from
beautiful
California.
day here.
Yeah.
Always is sunny in California.
Always sunny. It never rains in California, gentlemen.
It was such a beautiful day there before.
Oh, it's gorgeous today. It's lovely. Let's see how far I can get with my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's a beautiful,
I live in
beautiful
Southern
sunset
California.
on top of the mountain.
My horses say it's time to be fed.
Hey, everybody, she's got a blind horse.
Yes, I do have a blind horse.
And he's a cool horse too.
He's awesome. He's a state champion.
Yep.
Amazing.
West is that way. So west would be that way.
So this is Saturday over there now.
Yes, it's Saturday. It is 4:29 Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, we missed
and
11:20.
We're going to be having this weather all week here.
This is for 9 minutes late.
Normally my winter doesn't start about mid to late December is when our winter starts here in Southern California. And it's a very abrupt winter. We will start to warm up once again in approximately March. And I will be able to start my outside garden then.
That's pretty quick.
We're going to have an awesome summer here in Australia.
Yes, I can't wait to watch
What's the average temp
in Australia growing their wheat.
What's the average temp in winter there in Cali?
The average temperature here is 79 degrees. The average.
Work that one out quick, PTP. What is it?
I know roughly.
I'm Googling that.
Is.
The relative humidity here averages about 55%.
How's your mushroom season?
26 degrees here.
Yes.
That would be.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's I live in a very mild tropical climate. I can grow all the tropical fruits year round because I don't freeze here. I'm 25 miles from the Pacific Ocean.
From the Pacific Ocean? You're closer to me than what I am.
Yeah.
Granny, you were saying before that your days are a bit shorter than everybody else's. Can you tell me how many hours in your days are?
Right now, the sun does not rise until about 7:30, and the sun is setting at 4:30.
Oh my God, that is short.
Yes. So because of where I am, the latitude of San Diego,
right.
We never have what's called a long day. In the summertime, you have your long, hot summer days. We never get those in San Diego. Our days are always short. So you have to, it affects mostly your long day crops, such as corn, onions, peppers. All your long day crops are difficult to grow here in Southern California because I just don't have enough daylight.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and cannabis is difficult to grow here as well because I don't get those long days.
Yeah. No, very dry air there.
Very dry.
Is it wet enough for onions down there?
Well, I have to water them. using my water. But as far as cannabis grows, because the days are so short here, I have to use lighting to extend my days. So my lights on my outdoor garden will come on at about 5:30. They will shut off at sunrise in the summertime, which is at about 7. And then my lights will come on again at about 8 and run until 10. So then that gives me my long summer day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, thanks for that, because I was quite surprised when I heard you talking about it, and I was like, never heard that before. So it's a short day.
You know how I learned about this?
It's a short day.
Yes, I learned about it. I went to the Home Depot and I thought, I really want to grow onions. This was about 6 years ago. I really want to grow onions. So I wanted to grow those Italian torpedoes, the reds. And so I bought a whole bunch of those. I planted them all. None of them grew. And when I did the research on the onions, I discovered there were short day and long day onions. And that's how I discovered.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. Well, thanks for
When I
Fire
seen
in the hole
when I seen an onion farmer, it almost looked like they had them in mud. So what I did was I got these big tubs and I filled the tubs up. I put very little drainage holes in them so I could make that sort of environment. Because I hadn't had much luck with a heap of them. Like I'd have a few here and there, but I wanted like a whole bag of them at least.
Thanks.
So I
where
used
you
them
off to?
tubs and that worked better.
Someone's got sound in the background. Sorry.
Big Ray, where are you off to?
Hey, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Just doing a lap of the block.
This train's for you, Granny. Good to see you.
A lap of the block.
Yeah, just kind of like you do every day.
He does a lap on Tinder, don't you? No, what is it? IG.
It's gone. Cool. Yeah, Hook.
Bong Julio, the real. How do we know
The
you're
Bong
real?
Julio.
G'day.
The only guy I know that eats weed.
I'd like to thank Zaya for subscribing to my channel. I would have never received his beautiful notifications on his live streams. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it.
Put your channel in the link and I'll subscribe to you. We're all subscribed to you. We're all good blokes here.
Yeah, Granny, I left your chat before.
You said that before.
that gentleman you had up on live stream, I found him knowledgeable, but I also found him frustrating to listen to, and he wouldn't let you talk, and I found that quite rude, so I left. So I apologise.
That's okay. I have been. He's been a sub since I joined YouTube, and that's his personality and his makeup.
Yeah,
and so I just, I take the ride with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, much respect, Alan. Much respect.
No problem.
Yeah, Mr.
Hey, PTP, can you show us the one that bent over?
What?
Oi,
well, man,
oi.
I don't know. I'm just asking what you said. No, I'm just asking what he said. He wanted to see something. And I'm just listening to the chat.
Waiting patiently there. Oh,
can't I laugh? You just got a one-track mind, you other blokes. I'm just thinking about fucking what's he saying?
At least it's a female he's trying to look at. At least it's a female he's looking at. It's a bent over female. That's what he wants to see.
Was that way. Now it's that way.
So I'm growing cauliflower, broccoli.
Again, look at that.
Peas. Oh, and look at this. This is interesting. Look.
Bok choy.
Choy.
Yeah, bok choy.
Yeah, it's nice, that stuff.
Yum.
Look at this bok choy. It's only a little bit big.
Bok choy, isn't it beautiful?
Have you ever thought about doing an indoor grow?
Oh, look at
indoor bok choy. Oh, look how big PTP's bok choy is. Bruh.
Size of that shit.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice colour.
That is
This
massive.
is like a supercharger for veggies, mate.
Yeah,
I
right.
can get all my salads and
Yeah.
beans growing there. And I also like to grow in the wintertime,
Mint.
gentlemen. I also like to grow salad greens. Okay, different varieties of lettuces.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, there.
Yeah, I got.
Gone are the days of the old iceberg lettuce.
Gone are those days.
Well,
Yes.
them on.
Now it's the mescaline and the romaine and the right.
Mescaline.
Mecca Steve's in the
It's
house.
mescaline.
Ooh,
It's
mescaline.
It's spelled MESCLUN.
Morning, sir.
Mescaline. It's a
Yeah,
Yeah, I
salad.
know what you mean.
wrong mixer in that one. Mescaline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want to be a day
mescaline.
tripper on that stuff.
Nope.
Mecca Steve's
Maybe
in the
once.
house, everybody.
Yeah, that's the 80s
cheers,
drug.
everybody. I'm glad to have caught the live.
Exactly.
Check this out, walk. Check this beautiful walk. Fucking.
Very snazzy.
Pretty nice. Like, for considering it's just like a, you know, or maybe this person probably planted all this shit in the government. Yeah. Oh no, this is like government
I reckon
plans.
if every council did that, everything would be so much more relaxing to walk the streets. You know, I hate just seeing concrete everywhere. You know
Yeah, I
what
agree.
True. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed around here the other day. So, really well, kind of, the council has done a good job. You know,
Well, yeah, concrete's good if you don't like mowing lawns, but
The council's fucking
That's why they
lucky.
do it. That's why they do it.
Yeah, that's right. But it gets boring on the eye and the health of the environment too.
The grass on the outside's fucking about 6 feet high, getting as high as the fence here. The council's slack.
Yeah, no,
This
that's what
fucking
I was just
summer.
about to say, Gear Changer. The same here. It's waist height, right? It's coming out this side of the path. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Come and
we
do
got
some
that same
whippersnippering
problem.
cunts.
It's like
Yeah.
all councils with COVID. All councils are gone on lazy mode, mate. We've got
Yeah.
the same. All our medium strips are like 2 foot high of weeds.
I've done
It's
some
disgusting.
whippersnippering around the bloody suburb because it's worth doing, worth Dulux, you know?
I used to live next door to this lookout that looks over the water when I was living on the beach, and I used to whippersnip the lookout all the time because the council were too lazy.
Yeah, they fucking always are. And they get paid for it. They may
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
true.
But
Yeah.
don't they have to schedule it, though? So it's not up to them. It's up to when they schedule to do it.
Council seems to do what they want generally these days.
Well, I'm proud to announce that San Diego County has the lowest COVID infection rates in the U.S.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Just
Well,
hope
we
it
mask up.
stays that way.
We mask up and we social distance.
Yep, pretty much what we do too.
I'm social distancing now.
Yeah. Social
We're
Guinness.
pretty much one of the worst countries in the world for losing their rights.
Yeah,
Social Guinnessing's right.
Very nice.
Victoria's got fucking Victoria's the fucking the baddest apple in the whole fucking bunch.
What makes you say that?
Well, because of the numbers.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
The numbers.
Bloody Mr.
It's you know it's we had nothing. We got nothing in this little town, but 10 kilometres either side of us, there's fucking 15 and 22, but you know it's still everywhere in Victoria. You ask people from Australia, they're only finally going to open the border to Queensland to people that have been double vaxxed in the next so many days, and then you got to wait till February to get into Western Australia. What the fuck? We can't.
Yeah,
I can go to South Australia.
Did you see the double? Like, you can cross a border if you double vax, right? To NT.
Yeah.
Right. So you can cross a border. Then you have to have a test immediately.
I can go to Queensland, or I can go to New South Wales.
2 days later, a test 6 days later. In the meantime, you have to be quarantined, not in your own home, like you are, because you fucking just visited the state. Right? So you're quarantined for 14 days anyway. Nothing has changed, apart from the language they use to tell you it. Like, he's a fucking moron. Oh, it's all finished, but you only have to lock down for 14 days and have 3 tests. That's what we had to do beforehand.
Yeah.
Exactly. Unfortunately, that's a yeet. Yeet.
Yeah.
You can't say.
We are
Sorry, lads, I
so
got it.
we got it so good
Hello.
here and so relaxing that we let all our freedom slip away, and then we go, what happened? Because we're all too busy fucking having a good time. We didn't do nothing about it.
Mecca Steve.
Jerking off.
Mecca Steve doesn't want our germs over there.
He wants everything else, but he don't want our germs.
I don't blame them. They've been doing it. They're the best. They've been doing it the best.
Yeah, well, WA said they're not going to let anyone in there till February, so you can still got about another 6 weeks.
People can call their premier whatever they want, mate. Like hats off to him, mate. He stood his ground. Good on him. You know.
I just want to go up to Wally's place and party on.
Wally, are you from West Australia?
The only state premier
No, he's from
that could
New
possibly
South
get
Wales.
back into power.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
But I like what the WA Premier has always done. I like the fact that he stood his ground and not let anyone fucking chop him down, you know. Like, and I think the people over there should be proud because he's kept them safe, you know. So, you know,
Wally
grandmothers and grandfathers are in nursing homes over there that are just sitting there living normal life without it being fucking turned upside down because of the shit we're going through. So, you know, good on him. You know, he's got the state that he's able to do it in. We can't. We're too sort of close together and too interlocked.
Populated, mate. Population.
I just will say, I would never live in West Australia ever again. Just the vibe of Perth. Have you ever go to Perth City?
Too hot for it.
Spend 3 days. 3 days in Perth. In summer.
Place I haven't been to in Australia. It's the only place I haven't been to.
Perth, I feel like Perth is like the Las Vegas of Australia. It's not even.
On my list is going to be Monty's place, then Wally's, then
Budsy.
Somewhere else after that.
Well, I'm a fisherman, right? And a good mate of mine moved to WA, and within a week he sent me a photo of a jewfish the size of him. And I just, I was like, fucking you bastard.
In north of West Australia is amazing for fishing. Like West Australia is great for fishing. It's not bad.
We're outback.
It's not terrible.
Outlaws up top, up further, up north from Perth.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I lived my whole life in West Australia. It's not bad, but you know, it's got its ups and downs, and I just wouldn't live there again.
I thought you were Tassie born and bred. Sorry, man.
Nah. I wish. Nah. Tasmania is amazing though. 100%. Dead set.
I want to do trout fishing.
Yeah. Sorry, lads, I got it all.
That's all good, Zach.
I thought so. Your body language was telling me.
Sorry, lads. Cheers everyone in chat.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us, bro.